The anime starts with a mysterious gate suddenly appear in Ginza, Tokyo, unleashing fantasy creatures led by Roman armored soldiers who launch a brutal attack on unsuspecting civilians. Amidst the chaos, Youji Itami, a reservist in the Japan Self-Defense Forces, JSDF, attending a nearby doujin convention, takes swift action. He rallies local police to evacuate the civilians to safety, ensuring their protection until the JSDF can respond to the invasion. For his heroic efforts, Itami is swiftly promoted to first lieutenant and hailed as a national hero. The incident, known as the Ginza incident, prompts the incumbent prime minister to take decisive action. Japan announces the deployment of a JSDF task force with support from the United States to the special region, the world beyond the gate. Their mission is to explore this new realm and to seek reparations from those responsible for the attack on Japanese citizens. As the JSDF task force embarks on their mission, Itami is included in the ranks. Upon their arrival in the special region, they ambush by army dispatched by the Empire to confront the JSDF at Al-Nace Hill, the site of the gate. However, the army is swiftly overwhelmed by firepower of the JSDF. Emperor Molt issues a call to the vassal states to launch an offensive against JSDF, but his army suffered devastating losses in a wrong move. This preemptive strategy aims to prevent the vassal states from exploiting the Empire's weakened position. As the 3rd Recon Squad passes through the village of Koda, they encounter a massive fire dragon wreaking havoc by destroy the forest and nearby settlement. During their search for survivors, Itami finds unconscious elf woman in a well. The squad takes the elf with them and returns to Koda. Upon discovering the threat of the fire dragon, the villagers decide to evacuate, aided by the Japanese soldiers. They aided by 2 powerful mages, Lele and her master, who joined to protect the villagers. A band of bandits attempts to attack the village but is swiftly defeated by Rory Mercury, an apostle of the dark god Emroy. While escorting the refugees, Itami's party encounters Rory, who, intrigued by Itami, chooses to join them on their journey. However, their path is blocked by the fire dragon, which launches a ferocious attack on the convoy. With Rory's assistance, the 3rd unit manages to repel the beast, delivering a decisive blow by severing one of its front legs, allowing the convoy to continue its escape. After funeral, Itami escorts the remaining refugees, along with Rory, the elf woman, and Lele, back to Al-Nace Hill. Meanwhile, at a local bar, Pina, Hamilton, Norma, and Gray engage a discussion about their next steps. Laughter erupts among the patrons as a bartender boasts about how the men in green drove away the fire dragon. As the bartender refills Hamilton's drink, he decides to offer a coin to the bartender for more details. The bartender tells them with tales of the JSDF's helicopters and how they managed to drive off the fearsome beast. Upon arriving at the JSDF base, Itami is met with his superior officer for bringing the refugees. Meanwhile, the refugees marvel at the advanced construction and living conditions provided by the JSDF. Lele quickly learning Japanese and immerse herself in the language and culture of her new surroundings. As the base in the special region finally establishes a communal bath, the heroines gather to enjoy a well-deserved bath. In the warm, steamy atmosphere, they share stories about the day's events. In another part of the special region, Princess Pina learns that Duran survived the Battle of Al-Nace Hill. Pina instructs Norma to move the main unit. Hamilton interprets as a reckless charge if the tales of the JSDFs might hold any truth. Pina clarifies that she does not plan a suicidal assault. Instead, they will proceed to Al-Nace. Gray informs them that their journey will take them through Italica first. Then Lele arrives, suggesting accompany her and Rory to the battlefield, where the remains of winged dragons lie scattered. Lele points out that the JSDF has shown little interest in the dragon scales, which fetch a high price in the market, and the heroines gather 2 bags full of scales and request Itami to drive them to Italica. Back in Italica, the city is under siege by remnants of the Allied army, now turned to banditry. They launch an assault on the southern gate, but soon realize their efforts are futile and decide to retreat. Princess Pina, currently leading the defense forces, she retreats to the city mansion. Soon after the failed defense at the gate, she awaked by the Countess, who informs her of unknown vehicles approaching the walls of Italica. Concluding that the approaching group may be neutral, she resolves to befriend them to secure their support. She rushed to open the gate, but she fails to notice Itami on the other side and knocks him unconscious as the door swings open. When Itami regains consciousness, he finds himself inside the walls of Italica, surrounded by the three heroines, who are scolding the princess for hitting Itami in the face. In an effort to make amends, Princess offers to show Itami and the heroines around the mansion, taking the opportunity to explain history of Italica. After expressing his determination to defend Italica, Princess Pina decides to assign the 3rd Recon Unit to protect the southern gate, a critical point following the enemy assault. The team quickly sets up their defenses, preparing for any further incursions. While they adjust the equipment, Rory asks Itami why defend a city from enemy. Itami explaining that the JSDF aims to friendship with the people of the special region. He believes that by demonstrating their action protect Italica, they can persuade Princess Pina to seek negotiations instead of waging a pointless war.